A lot of y'all that been in the previous league we was running kind of remember a little bit of the show. We just kind of go over things that have happened in the league as of yet. Um, just go over like some of our weekly awards, and we can probably just starting back at week one. Looks like the Falcons got off to a big start with Julio Jones. That's just ridiculous, nigga. 278 yards and 4 touchdowns. Somebody was getting destroyed out there. Whoever was guarding him. Um, Big Ben looked good out there. 7 touchdowns in the first week. I remember that guy, 81-6. That's crazy. And then he leaves the very next week. There was a lot of controversy around that. That's crazy. But some early season stuff here for the rookie, Isaiah Simmons. He's probably the biggest freak rookie in some time on Madden. He's like Taylor Mays was a few years back. It's crazy, all them attributes. And the veteran Jimmy Smith with 3 interceptions in week one. Um, Mike Evans, big game. The very next week, the week after, he bust my head with that man. Eight receptions for 333 and 3 touchdowns. That's crazy. And Joe Mixon, big game out there. I see you, Bruce. You had the offensive and defensive player of the week. 4 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interception, 1 forced fumble, and a TD for, Luke Wilson? Somebody I've never heard of, but shout out to that man. And Deron Harmon with a big game, 4 interceptions. Week 3, looks like McCaffrey, part of the 99 club, a straight stud out here, 153 rush yards, 56 receiving yards, a rushing TD, a receiving TD. He did it all that game, it seemed like. Austin Eckler, a lot of the same stuff on his side of the ball, 262 yards rushing. He trying to break records out here with this man. 4 rushing TDs. Yeah, y'all boys out here getting big. Some niggas out here eating big time. Roquan Smith, big game, 3 interceptions, 2 TDs. NFC defensive rookie or defensive player of the week, excuse me. AFC defensive player of the week, Trey Waynes. Looks like Bruce out here cutting up with them dudes. He getting all that XP. 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 TD. Week 4, DK Metcalf, 305 yards. Y'all are cutting up. That's crazy. I can never get that many yards. I can win games big, but I can't get that many yards with one player, man. That's crazy. Henry Ruggs with 258. Jaquiski Torque, big game, 2 interceptions, 1 TD. Took one to the house, I guess. And Charkandrick Ward, 2 interceptions, a TD. That's pretty much it for the first 4 weeks. Looks like some boys out here getting some big numbers, man. I'm out here bumming with my dudes. Ain't nobody standing out, but let's just take a look at some of the stands and see who's winning out here. So we'll start in the AFC, man. So right now, the Chiefs, who pretty much are on top of the power rankings on the Daddy League play. Shout out to Terrence Mitchell and Terrence Blair kind of spearheading that campaign to get us set up on Daddy Leagues. You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't set up on there, there's a post in the league where you can definitely sign up for it, and they can help you get squared away on that, bro. So take advantage of that, man, and just add a little extra layer to our league, man. But yeah, man, the Chiefs doing it big out here, undefeated, the last undefeated team in the NFL, followed by the Bills, the Ravens at 3-1, the Broncos, the Bengals, Titans. Yeah, man, the Dolphins. Shout out to Dominic Graham because that Dolphins team is trash and he's respectable at the moment. So shout out to him on that. The Jaguars, my man with Leonard Fournette is straight cutting up. He is dogging out there. The Chargers, the Patriots. We getting kind of to the lower half of the league, man. We're still looking for an owner for the Jets. So if anybody knows somebody that's willing to take on that task of rebuilding the New York Jets, you know what I'm saying? Definitely tell them to hit us up. Alright, so the NFC side looks like the Bears. He got a big win just off TM just a few minutes ago. Looks like the top team in the NFC at the moment, followed by the Cardinals at 3-1. You got the Rams at 3-2, the Bucks at 3-2, Seahawks at 3-1. All this will kind of straighten out because we're in the middle of, advancing and everything. But nobody's really taking off for real. I mean, but right now, the Bears definitely are looking like the cream of the crop. Their only loss, I want to say, came to like the Colts or somebody like that. And they ain't even an NFC team, so they look like they in the driver's seat right now. But checking out some of these division races, NFC North looks competitive. Ravens, Bengals, I got to check when they play, bro. That'll be a pretty big game. Definitely looks like game of the week material. The Titans off to a quick start. The AFC East looks like the Bills are in control early, But like I said, I mean the Dolphins are right there, only 2 games behind. A lot of football left to be played. The Patriots at 2-2, just a game behind. Chiefs looking good. The Broncos sticking there. I see you, Dane. Only 1 game behind, 3-1. Chargers at 2-2. Raiders at 1-3. NFC North looks like the Bears. And the Vikings right there. I see you, Rico. 2-1-1. This man tied. Who did you tie with? Jesus, we're going to have to check that out. The Lions, the Packers at the same record. Shout out to the Packers, man, because that one win came from us. These Saints, bro. We could have definitely used that dub. But either way, still fighting. You know what I'm saying? Middle of the road team right now, but we're looking to get better. The Panthers at 1-3. It looks pretty even. The top looks like a competitive division. I don't know if the Falcons do, man. There's an actual Falcons fan, but that'd be cool because I hate them niggas. And, if you were a Falcons fan, it'd feel a lot better when I beat y'all. But either way, Eagles at 3-2. The Washington football team at 3-2. So it looks like a competitive division here in the making. The Giants aren't far behind. The Cowboys really aren't far behind. So this division's still wide open early in the season. NFC West looks like it's going to be pretty competitive too. Cardinals at 3-1. Rams at 3-2. Seahawks at 3-1. 49ers at 2-3. So yeah, it looks like anybody, still anybody's game. Even if you ain't won a game, I think everybody's at least got one. I had to check. But all right. So it's neither of these teams have users right. Well, actually, I think we are getting the Browns filled, but again, those Jets, that's gonna be tough. But we're definitely looking for an owner to fill that spot. But even if you, in this lower half, which I am at the moment. You still got a chance to really make some noise down the road. But what else? Let's hit these stats real quick. I hate that it keeps showing all my business. It hops right up on my re-signs. Ain't that something? Alright. So we're gonna go to the NFL because Drew Brees looks terrible right now. But everybody right now is Carson Wentz leading the way in yardage, 1,500 yards. And again, you can see all of this on your Daddy League site. Terrence updated that shit earlier this morning. So if you guys want to get signed up for that, you can look at this type of stuff from your phone while you're not doing nothing. Sitting with your girl in a department store or something. You know what I'm saying? But 14 touchdowns. Russell Wilson, he looks like he's having the best season. His interceptions are down, his touchdowns are high, pretty efficient, 62%. Russell Wilson's having a pretty good season. I'm sure the Seahawks are looking pretty good out there out west too. But just the efficiency over here, one of my favorite stats. Cam Newton out here doing this thing, 73%. This man at 72%. This god of a quarterback. It's crazy. Tom Brady, Drew Brees follows up the 70% club. That's rare. In real life, you ain't gonna, this is regular for Drew Brees, but most, you're not gonna see how the completion percentage is this high. But you also ain't gonna see these interceptions this high as well. So, you're not completing the pass or making a big play. You're either throwing an interception on this game. It's crazy. But, Teddy Bridgewater, 336 a game. Okay, Teddy. I see you out there. What's his name? Noel. Yeah, out here. Who's getting hit the most out here? Baker Mayfield. The computer. Oh, you probably trying. Dane probably trying to run with this man. That's why he getting sacked so much with Jalen Hurts. But yeah, rushing yardage. Fournette. I seen that earlier. This man pushing 800 yards in like what 5 games? That ain't too bad, man. A commitment to running the ball. He leading in attempts. He leads in yards. Just really a commitment to running the ball. He ain't up there in them touchdowns though. Shout out to Ronald Jones. He had like 50 of those against me. Crazy. Miles Sanders following up with 10 touchdowns. Fournette and Cam Akers and Eckler all with 8. But real important stat right here. And I try not to pay attention to the gadget guys. He ain't got enough carries for me to start. But McCaffrey at 8 yards a carry. That's crazy. That's crazy. Looks like, man, running is the bread and butter on this year's Madden. Niggas is on it. But, yeah, man. Receiving yardage. Catching that pill. Juju, 647. Right behind him, Mike Evans. Yeah, DK, third. N'Keal Harry. That's a big trade. Boy, traded for that man. He really using him, too. 565, 4 touchdowns. All right, N'Keal. Julio Jones, of course, up there. Henry Ruggs, Jalen Rager. Okay. Tyreek Hill, the speedster himself. Yeah, man. 8 touchdowns already in 5 games for Julio Jones and DK Metcalf. Just studs, bro. Crazy. Juju Smith-Schuster. I fucked his name up, but you know what I'm talking about. Marquise Brown. I like to see that, man. Like, John Ross's attributes ain't really that high, but Bruce finds a way to use him. Getting big plays with him. Sack stats. What we looking at? Okay. 10 sacks with Justin Houston. All right, Terrence. I see you. Leading the league. A commanding lead. Up 5 on Von Miller, Vince Williams. They've toned this shit down a little bit since last year. Now, last year was crazy. It'd be people with like 17 sacks, almost 20 sacks at halfway through the year. But, they toned that down a little bit. I guess we could appreciate that, but that shit was out of hand. But it looks like this could be somewhat normal. I think in real life, Shaquille Barrett had a lot, like 10 sacks or something through the first few games. So that ain't too crazy. It's just Justin Houston having a big year. Okay, Rico. Harrison Smith, 7 interceptions. Demarius Randall with 5. I know they playing me, bro, because Marshawn Lattimore had like 4. Okay, well, he got 4 total. Yeah. Okay. Some of the big names and corners. I don't know who this nigga is, Juan Thornhill, but all the recognizable names up here, man. Like, these are people that good users finding a way to get their hands on a couple of extra possessions. Them shits change games, bro, and there's definitely a lot of them shits to go around because these quarterbacks is throwing picks. Matter of fact, let's go check that out real quick. I didn't think I highlighted that enough. How pick crazy this Madden is. It's crazy. I want to be clear, this game trash, but it's our only alternative at the moment. So, make do with it. Crazy. It's like every starting quarterback is in double digits with their interception, with the exception of like Russell Wilson. And Tua out here just giving it away to boys. I don't see how my man 2 and 3, and he just handed the ball away to people. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Definitely an uphill battle with some of these statistical things. I'm interested to see how that's going to go towards the end of the season, man. Like, does it kind of even out as we all get kind of used to the game, or is niggas just going to be throwing picks this year? Like, is that the case? Right now, man, it looks like the Colts are the most dangerous offense in football right now. 2,800 total yards. Offensively, what, 2,262. Yeah, man. Eagles pass offense tops in the league. Rush offense, who's that? The Colts. You know, round and pound, that makes sense. They're a running team in real life. Highest scoring offense in the league, the Seahawks. I see y'all. I'm shocked the Steelers ain't up here. Them boys had an 81-point game at one point. 15 passing touchdowns. Steelers with 15 passing touchdowns. Yeah. 14 rushing touchdowns. Leading the way. How many is that a game? 4 times? Well, over 3. Defensive stats. Most of the stingiest D in the league right now, the Vikings. I see y'all. You see these Saints on the come up. We out here. You know what I'm saying? I see the Vikings out here. Rico cutting up. Steel curtain out there. The Chiefs, the undefeated team. Of course, you're undefeated. You got to be playing some good defense. The Packers, the Broncos, the Ravens, myself, Titans, Chargers. Okay. I got to put y'all on blast. Who playing the worst defense in football right now? The Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. That's crazy. The Buccaneers, they just giving it all up in the air. It's crazy. But I mean, you know, yeah, the high scoring offense, so he's playing from behind a lot, so it's probably a lot of passing going on. But shout out to the Ravens. You just ain't running the ball on them dudes. 189. That's 4 games. That's crazy. I know we giving up yardage, bro. I gave up so many rush yards early in the season. But I guess it toned down. I guess it did. But after that first game, dude, I thought it was going to be a long one. 65 points allowed. Chiefs just being stingy out here on defense, not giving up any points, not really giving up anything. No yardage, no points, no nothing. You see why that man undefeated. Colts, of course, led by Justin Houston. 10 sacks for one guy, that'll get you there. Forcing fumbles, just turnover prone. And look at that, number 1 D. Yeah. Getting all the takeovers, crazy. These are some of the stats I think that matter the most, like third down and red zone and that type of stuff. Usually you see the good teams up here, but we only 2-2, so I guess I can't say that too much. But 66 third down, the highest in the league right now. The Ravens, 63%. Seahawks, Texans, Rams, Patriots, Chiefs. Yeah. Well, see who's some of the like worst third down teams and just compare that. Obviously, that's the computer right now, but that was Antonio, so they played about 3 of those games. Titans. I don't know who's the Titans owner. I had to check that, but right now he just needs to improve a little bit on third down. But he's 2-1-1. That's who Rico tied with. The Titans. Crazy. All right, the Lions at 1-3. Yeah, getting first downs, man. And the biggest thing ain't who's actually how many times are we going for it? This is crazy. 11 times, huh? I don't know how many teams in real life go for it 11 times in 4 games, a whole season, let alone 4 games. But either way, the Buccaneers get them shits every time they go for them. couple of y'all do that shit pretty well. 2-point conversions. Red zone. There you go. It's crazy. I'm good in third down. I'm good in red zone, but we only 2-2. I feel played. Crazy. Raiders. I think he was pretty good in third down too. 100% in the red zone. He 1-3. So I guess, man, those supposed to be stats that matter. But I guess some shits don't matter in here. Y'all forgive me, man. My dog going off in the background. Rams, best red zone defense in football. They just ain't giving it up. 46%. Yeah. Well, alright. I guess that's about it. I mean, a lot of stuff y'all can see on the website. Just wanted to touch base with y'all. This is just the first one. I just wanted to get one started. Next one, I'm looking to have Rico on there, the Vikings head coach up here, and some of the admins up here. We're gonna talk a little bit further about the league, find other ways to make this shit a little bit more interesting for y'all, and just kind of just add more layers to it or whatever. But if anything you guys need, like as far as just force wins, things like that, feel free to reach out. Usually somebody will be able to take care of it. We don't want to wait until last minute to schedule your games. When we on those schedule posts, man, y'all make sure y'all map out a clear time for folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can definitely, my vision is to kind of be able to make a schedule, and I can make a separate post and have everybody, when they're, scheduled to play, listed there. So we can have like a commissioner at least watching your game, just making sure rules are kind of tight. Just overall making sure the league is just being run pretty well. But if you guys have any suggestions, we're always open to them shits. You know what I'm saying? I guess the biggest thing, rules-wise, that I saw that was, will come up here and there is just the whole playing your zone thing. What we mean by that is not trying to restrict you from being able to make plays, but we don't want you running all left and right all over the fucking place with the dude and covering multiple areas of the field. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? No player is going to be able to just run sideline to sideline like that. Just covering a broad area like that and just with one dude. So if you're running the right coverages, if you know what I'm saying, I understand there's some issues with the game, but a lot of that times it's not going to affect you if you're running the plays right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it's the best way. We've all kind of agreed to play under sim rules. So let's just try our best to kind of make everything work. But, until next time, I'm going to let you niggas have it, bro. If y'all have any questions, feel free to holler at us. And if there's any other suggestions, definitely let us know, man. All right, man. Y'all be